Welcome, welcome, welcome to October. Can you believe we are in October? I have no idea where the time went. I feel like this month, this year has gone by so fast. How can we just be a few months away from Christmas? Welcome to fall, gang. We are so close. Maybe you're feeling a little more fallish because you're in colder weather. I'm in Phoenix, so getting under 100 is a huge win for us. So we're at 95 degrees, 97 degrees, still 100, I think today or tomorrow. And we're busting our jackets out. No, I did set up my pumpkin. I have a cute little white ceramic pumpkin that I get out with some fall leaves and some stuff on the door. But I'm one of those, and maybe, don't hate me. I'm pretty wanting Christmas fairly soon, so that might come out sooner than later. Only because last year, I was teaching down in Costa Rica, and so I didn't get any of the Hallmark movies, any of the Christmas feeling. Which the reason I love Christmas happens to be just because I feel like people are nicer, happier, that kind of thing. It's something magical, right? So I love that. I'm kind of a positive, upbeat Pollyanna, as my husband calls me sometimes. But still got to enjoy where we're at, enjoy all that is. Maybe you're a Halloween fan and maybe you like that. Just turning down the music here. So let me know in the chat, in the replay, are you a Halloween person? Do you like all of what fall brings? Or are you a Halloween person? Are you going to dress up? What is going on in your world? I'd love to hear. One thing I am doing for one of my yoga classes coming up happens to be a glow in the dark with, glow sticks for Halloween. So that's what we're going to be doing. But, I'm not too much into the scary stuff or that kind of stuff, but I do appreciate the change in the seasons for sure. So, October kickoff, gang. Can you believe what is going on? We have so much in our group, so much. So I'm going to bring up just our list of events so you could take a look. Okay. So you can kind of see this as we go. So not only do we have our kickoff meeting, okay, our regular, all of that stuff, but we have so much on the list. But before we get started, let's just take a look at what was our past, okay, and all that we had, okay? So in August, we nourished our bodies, or we had our fabulous fiber challenge in August, right? People have been doing great. So many things have been said about that, and continue hopefully on that process. In September, we did our inward reflection of the room of reflection. If you were live, awesome. If you got it in replay, I hope you did. Or if you haven't got to it yet, it's there for you. So it was our empowerment session. Each month we have an empowerment session, like a coaching session. And September, we did our room of reflection. It's a great tool you can revisit anytime that you'd like. So now in October, okay, besides all the other classes we did our yoga sculpt, we did meditation, we did our strength training, right? So upcoming, okay. This month's theme happens to be, oh, I'm just trying to make it switch. Yeah, there we go. This month's theme, we're talking about clearing blocks to abundance and receiving. This is really nice with our fall change, okay? So October is a potent time to clear emotionally, spiritually, mentally. So this month, we're going to be exploring the blocks that we carry, especially when it comes to receiving. I know this is something I talk about with my coaching clients all the time, 101. As women, what do? Give, 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 more give, and give. And that's what we were taught maybe as we were growing up, that we receive love when we give. But how are we about those roadblocks that may be receiving? Okay, so love, not just that, but love. Rest. Wow, that's a key one. Abundance. And here's another one, mic drop. Support. Wow, I know. sometimes I have a client who is like, she just told me this one recently, and I've heard this, a bunch of times. Like, I don't mind like supporting other people. I love to be there for other people, but receiving support back, that's not for me, right? That's kind of revealing or too open. Or are we supposed to receive that? Yeah. So we'll be talking about this in our theme this month. What are we afraid to ask? What do we secretly believe we deserve or don't deserve? And how do we shift that story? And so much more. So kind of think of this as aligning with this beautiful all energy of release and receive. Ah, so if you're up for that, you're going to take a look, because on October 15th, we'll be doing it live together. You can always catch it in replay if you can't make it. And gang, I'd love for you to put in the comments if there's a time or a date that works better for you for any of these classes. Please let me know, because I will change up some of the dates and see what works. I have the workouts kind of on Mondays in the morning so that you can have it all week if you want. And then the empowerment, I'm trying to do like later in the afternoon so you can make it, or in the evening, depending on your time zone. Okay, so that is kind of some of our classes. But don't forget, we've got so much going on. We have that empowerment class, right? We have our community discussion. This is available for everybody. So invite your friends. In the link below of this, I will have the link that you can share with other people so they can join us, right? This is all about finding peace in uncertainty. So welcoming the unwelcome, based off of the book by Pemba Trojan. She is the American Buddhist monk. And, our life isn't always goes as planned. And, there's a lot of things that maybe happen that we weren't expecting or wanted to have happen. And so how do we do that? And so the more the merrier on this one. Feel free to bring as many people as you like or invite them, because the discussion is going to be great. Whether you've read the book or not, don't worry, I've got you covered. You know how it goes if you've been with us. And if this is your first one, awesome. You can have read the book or you cannot. It's up to you. Okay, so all good. I have a master deck that'll take us through the points, the high points that we, learn out of the book. Okay, and what she brings forward. Okay, we have our muscle building class, of course. This one happens to be resistant band edition. So we had a request from one of our members. I totally appreciate when you guys request different things. This totally helps. And she wanted to have a strength training with bands. Okay, we'll have a fresh twist on it. So whether you have bands or not, come anyway. Okay, so I'll show you the different types of bands. I'll put that somewhere in the link on a post coming up about like what the different bands look like, and if you wanted to order some or not. Remember, you don't need to do any of that. You can do all of these without any of the equipment, or you can always bring a water bottle to our workouts, or I like a book bag full of books. That's always nice, right? Besides our weights or our resistant bands. But we're doing our muscle building class this time because muscles are so important. After 40 and beyond, if you are not strength training on a regular basis, you need to. Okay, it's not about looking a certain way. This is about hormones. This is about balancing our muscle loss that happens at the age of 35. We start to decrease our muscles. We get muscle loss unless we do as much as we can to keep it. I know we talked about before, right? Back in August, our Dr. Cece Sims with Protein Forward, or that was July? Sorry, that was July. Our protein challenge, right? How much protein is so important. Then we did our fruits and vegetables with our fiber challenge and all of that after that. But this muscle building is number one, gang. If you want to have an awesome life moving, and it helps with bone density, and it helps with our muscle loss. So sarcopenia, right? We've heard of osteopenia, typically our muscle loss or our bone loss, and that goes to osteoporosis. Well, sarcopenia, which is our muscle loss, huge, huge thing for women because of our hormone changes, and so important. So come to that muscle building class, whether you're live or recorded. You got to do it. I know I do it just 15 minutes, gang. sometimes 20. Sorry, sometimes 20. But yes, we have guided meditation that I'll upload. We have a yoga sculpt, which is live as always, or you can join it and record it, plus new content into our library each month. I always have on-demand movement and mindset classes. So we've got lots of going on, but let me know what else you want to see or times that work for you or whatever you need, okay? This group is for you. So let's just take a moment here. We got through all the announcements. Kind of set a mini intention here. I'm going to bring this down, okay? For October, ask ourselves, what am I ready to release this month? What am I ready to receive? So what am I ready to release this month? What am I ready to receive? What truth or power have I been hiding that's all ready to be heard? Something like, I'm ready with a simple intention about I receive support without guilt. I'm open to abundance in all forms. I move through uncertainty with grace. Add in a different one into the chat underneath if something else resides with you. Okay, just what is your intention for October? Love to hear it. Share it if you can. Might be good to journal a little after this. So I'll just repeat those, but I'll put them in the chat also. I receive support without guilt. I'm open to abundance in all forms. I move through uncertainty with grace. So let's move into October with softness and strength, because that's true power. Let's let go of what's heavy and make room for what's true with our authentic self. So just remember, in our beautiful life community, we're here to support you, support each other along the way. So until we get together next, take care, my friends.